All right, everyone. In this video, I'm going to show how you can test your Shogun landing page builder pages using the new Shogun A/B testing app and the split URL test type within the app. All right, let's get started. All right, folks, first thing you want to do is go inside of the Shogun Page Builder. And in here, you can see I've already created two variants using the editor. So first thing you want to do is obviously open up the editor, and here's where you're going to create your variant pages that will then be tested using the Shogun A/B testing app. Here in this example, obviously we've got our control page that I'm going to use that has the countdown timer up at the top for our exclusive Cyber Monday offer. So we've got that pages that I've already pre-created here for the video. And this next page, which I've also created using Shogun Page Builder's editor, is the exact same blog post promoting this Cyber Monday promotion without the countdown timer at the top. So I've created these two pages, obviously within Shogun. These are the pages that we'll be using for our tests. And now I'm going to jump over to the Shogun A/B testing app, and we're going to find those pages and set up a split URL test to be able to show those two pages that I just created in that test. So let's jump over to the other app now. All right, we're in the Shogun A/B testing app here, and we're going to go ahead and click on Start Test to get started. Split URL test is the test type that you want to roll with for this type of test when you're using Shogun pages. So we'll go ahead and open that up. We've got to give our test a name. So make sure you use a name that's unique and something that will help to, you to remember what you were testing here. So I'm going to go ahead and name this Cyber Monday blog promotion. And then we're going to add notes to the test. So I'm just going to add a little note here to remember what exactly we were testing and what was the sort of occasion that we wanted to run this test for. Obviously, Cyber Monday blog post is top of mind for us for this test. So we'll go ahead and now select the page. So you just click on Add Variant there. And we're actually going to click on blog posts, and you'll notice the blog post I created within Shogun is already right here for me to select in this test, which is very convenient. So we'll select that. And then obviously the variant is also here. So we'll scroll over to that and select that to add as our variant here, version B for our test. And obviously you can select your traffic split if you want to do a different split besides the 50-50, but in this case, we'll leave it alone for now. And for the test goal, I actually want to make sure that I'm selecting add to cart for this particular test. That's what I'm most interested in testing for this blog post. And if I wanted to add an audience here, I could pick location, device type, etc. But for now, we'll go ahead and skip that. I want to go ahead and just keep this open for all audiences. So we'll go ahead and save our test up top. And then we'll go ahead and click review before we go ahead and launch our test live. So now we'll go ahead and give a quick review for our test before we set it live. And once we've set our test live, now we can come back to our test dashboard here and monitor what happens during our test. We can look at things like our goal, which was the add to cart rate. And we've got a bunch of other metrics here that we track as well in the test. So this is where you want to come back to your test when you're ready to look at your test results. All right, folks, I hope you learned just a little bit something about how you can run a split URL test and actually use Shogun Page Builder pages as the variants for your test using the Shogun A/B testing app. If you have any questions about how to use the two apps, please feel free to reach out to our support team. We're always here to help.